Hello everyone. Know your name. Your name is not just a combination of letters. It carries a unique vibrational energy, and that energy can influence your destiny. Numerology can help you to understand the significance of your name and how it affects your life, as said by Catherine. Also, numerology is a tool for understanding the hidden patterns and energies that govern our lives. Your name is one of the most important elements of your numerological chart, and by analyzing its numerical value, you can gain insights into your life purpose, and destiny. So, hello everyone, my name is Prashant Saini, and today I have Dr. Vevek Mantri with me, who is a renowned numerologist. So, welcome, Dr. Vivek.
Thank you, Prashant. My pleasure
Let me
to
give
have you.
some
Yes.
Let me give some more introduction about Dr. Vivek Mantri. He is a doctorate in alternative medicines, internationally certified NLP trainer, diploma in clinical hypnotherapy. He is a past life regression therapist and awardee of India's best emotional wellness coach. So, from now, Dr. Vivek Mantri will take us through different strategies, different things about numerology and how numerology can change your life. How the game of numbers can actually bring the transformation in your life. So I'm going to give the stage to Dr. Vivek, and Dr. Vivek will be taking it further. So over to you, Dr. Vivek.
Thank you,
Everyone, just
Prashant.
welcome Dr. Vivek and just type welcome Dr. Vivek. Give a big round of applause and over to you.
Thank you, Prashant. It has been it's an honor for me to come on your channel. We have been friends since past many years now. But then first time we are coming live on the professional platform where we will be discussing about something which is used in the daily life or which can be used in the daily life, and that is numerology. Like friends who all are watching this now or whoever will be watching this later. First of all, a big thanks to all of you who will be taking time out to watch now or later this particular session. So, as Prashant rightly said, that we'll be discussing about numerology. We all have heard the term numerology in various contexts from various people, right? Recently, there is some advertisement also seen on the television for numerology. One of the numerologists is coming online on one of the TV shows, and then he says it. So, numerology has been with us since ages. And how it starts. So, friends, the day you are born, numerology starts with your life. First thing what is done is you are given a number, baby name or some baby number, and then that tag is attached to your leg. Secondly, the moment you are born, you are tagged, then also your blood reports, also your clothes size, the way however you grow further. Everything is like tagged in terms of numbers. And these numbers always are with us in one or the other form. Whether it's a good event or a bad event, whether it's your 10th standards mark list or whether it's your marriage date. No matter what, everything is built out of numbers, right from your unique ID of Aadhaar card, PAN card, everything is numbers. And these numbers are always with us. But the most important number, which is always with us, is the day you are born. Because the day you are born only once. There is also a proverb saying that you can live only once. But it's like I put it, you can live your life every day. But you're born only once. And the day you are born plays a major role in your life when it comes to your destiny, when it comes to your major actions in the life, when it comes to your major chunk in the life of what you will be doing, what are the events which are going to happen in your life. It also plays an important role in defining your characteristics, that as a person, how you will be. All these things are completely dependent upon your date of birth. Then the second factor which comes to us is our name, the name by which we are called. The day you are born, your parents start calling you by some XYZ name, then your name is registered under the schools, and then that name comes to you as a tag, lifeline. But that name also defines your characteristics because every alphabet plays an important role in the life. Shakespeare had said that what's in the name, but then name is everything. Your name defines the way of your life. When we say numerology, then that's the reason the topic today we have taken is the numerology, the way to life. When we say numerology, the way to life, it means that whatever numbers are associated with you can utilize the strength of those numbers and make your life easy, make your life awesome. You can achieve your goals based on the numbers which you have, the numbers which are based on your date of birth, and the numbers which are based on your name. Because every name has a vibration, every alphabet has a vibration. So, friends, now imagine a life where you don't have a name. How will it happen? By what name will people call you? So, name has to be there. No matter what you do, there is always a name. Whether you buy a car, whether you buy your clothes, or whatever, everything is addressed based on the name. So, when we say in numerology that yes, name plays an important role, so now we will try to understand that how numerology actually helps us and what are the various parameters where numerology can really make a best of our life. Numerology basically can help in daily life in the following way. It helps us to understand the individual's personality, that how the person is thinking, what will be his behavior, his or her behavior under certain circumstances, how exactly will she or he respond to particular statements, that can be identified through the numbers. Then also numerology can help you to select the suitable partners in your life, personal life, or whatever things you do. It can help you to select the compatibility. It can help you to check the compatibility. And if the compatibility is not good, it can also help you to guide that where you really need to work on. Then it helps us to understand the right business product names. Suppose if you are into a business, you can always choose the business which gives you an amazing outcome. Because many times what happens is we choose a particular name, and that particular name, no matter even if it's sounding good, even if it's vibrating good, but if the if the meaning of that name is not good, probably it can take you to the rock bottom. Then also numbers numerology can help you to gain a slight insight about the destiny and your life calculations. It also helps you in guiding the health issues, like whatever your numbers define that what health issues you might face, what health issues you might face at a particular age. For example, at age of 16 what can happen, at age of 25 what can happen, or etc. All these things can be very easily decoded through numerology. But now sorry, then is it really necessary to use numerology in the daily life? So, friends, my very honest opinion, being a medical numerologist, being a name numerologist, I would honestly say please don't use numerology in the daily life, as if you are feeling dependent on numerology, it is bad. Then how numerology should be used? Numerology should be used as a GPS system. Like visualize you are traveling on a highway. You are driving at a very high speed, things are going really good, everything is fine. And now, like, you see a board, ghat starting 1 kilometer ahead, then ghat starting 500 meters ahead. So, what do you do in that case? the first thing what you do is you change your top gear to first gear. Because if you don't change your gear, probably you might not be able to climb that ghat. So here what you have done, you have taken the board as an indication or as an guidance that yes, now I need to slow down. I need to be much careful because there is a ghat ahead. Similarly, in numerology, if you are able to map the important years of your life, if you are able to understand that what years can play an important role, so you can always plan your life accordingly. But if you are trying to see the daily predictions, probably you might cripple yourself on the mental level. Very honestly, I'm saying because I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist and NLP trainer. If you start believing in every minute thing, it can give you a big time setback. So don't believe numerology blindly in your daily life. It works 100%. But if you are taking it as a stick to walk your daily life, then friends, it can cripple your mental mind, it can cripple your belief system, it can create a problem for your belief. So use numerology only as a GPS system where you understand that yes, these are the important years where I really need to be careful. And based on that, you can decide your strategy. That suppose if some year is showing some accidental issues, some year is showing say relationship issues, you can always plan your things accordingly. It matters a lot that how you are seeing the things. So does it mean that when suppose if some year calculation is coming that yes, this year might be difficult in terms of health, so does it mean that a person will face a major health issue? It is a probability that yes, things can happen. So you have to be bit careful. Like during the COVID pandemic also, we all chose to wear the mask because it was a probability that yes, it might happen. Similarly, by taking the astrological or a numerological guidance when you are using it, it is a probability that yes, this might happen, so I have to work accordingly. And now you have to work accordingly based on your karma. Our karma never spares anyone, whether it's me, whether it's you, whether whoever is watching it. Our karmas play an important role in the life. So now, when we say numerology is the way to life, how exactly can you use it then? As I said, use it as a GPS system. Use it that yes, now I can manual my vehicle in this particular speed. Then I can work out on some different ways where I can manage the things and make the life easy. Now what will happen? Suppose there are many times the question comes from people like many clients come and they ask that suppose if I change the name, will I be able to become Narendra Modi? Will I be able to become Amitabh Bachchan? Absolutely no. A very clear cut answer that changing your name or correcting your name in numerology, it is an accelerator based on the karmas which you have done. It doesn't mean that every person who is having his name number as 2541, matlab, if your name total is coming to this, you can become Modi ji or something like that. But yes, these numbers, when you correct your name, they help you to get best of best things of your life based on your birth number and destiny number, which will be covering down the line. So name correction, I would put it this way. I would give a small example for name correction. Suppose if you have a Maruti car, you have a Maruti 800 running amazingly and fantastically. It was an amazing car. It was the heart of India for many years. But now, suppose if your Maruti car, which was running perfectly, is now being slowed down or facing certain issues, you take it to the mechanic. And a mechanic will probably say that yes, there is some fine tuning needed in the car engine. Some carburetor needs to be worked out, or some engine parts are rusted. Something suppose, and you get it serviced and you get it refurbished completely. Worst to worst, even if you change the upholstery, you will see that still your Maruti car remains Maruti car. It doesn't get transferred to Honda City or Mercedes Benz. You're getting my point. It's like a car named Numerology works on the principle that it will help you to get best of best results based on your destiny number, based on your birth number, and based on your karma. You can't expect a Honda Maruti 800 to get converted into Honda City or a Mercedes Benz just by changing the upholstery. By changing the upholstery or by changing some engine parts for repairing them, you will only be able to make the experience better. Similarly, by using the name correction, you can make sure that you can get the maximum benefit of your BN and DN, that is your birth number and destiny number, which will help you to get maximum out of these things. So, friends, this is what like numerology is the way of life. You have to understand that numerology is not a science which will shift you from a Maruti to Honda City. It's a wrong myth. So, friends who are watching this video now or will be watching later, please keep in mind that numerology is only a way to life which can help you to accelerate your luck, accelerate your existing traits, and help you to live the life to the fullest. Now, there is always a second question which people ask, that how exactly will numerology help me to understand my life partner? Suppose if someone is having an relationship issue. Many times, what happens is people just go with the numerological calculations and say that these numbers are not compatible, these numbers are this is that. But then this doesn't help, because if we understand the traits of the numbers, if we understand the traits of the numbers, for example, if a husband and wife comes to you, and that's the reason I'm discussing, because our today's topic is numerology, the way of life. So suppose if husband comes to you or a wife comes to you for a counseling, or if someone is having a problem related to relationship, does it mean that numerology is saying that the anti numbers are there are anti numbers, things will not work out and divorce will happen? No. It means that you need to work out on the traits of the number, where you can understand what are the positives and negatives of yourself and also your spouse. And if you work out on that balancing, if you work out on understanding those traits and working on yourself and allowing the spouse to work on that, you will see your man again come back to a better way, because understanding the traits is important. And when I say traits, we'll discuss about the traits, that what exactly, when I say what are the traits. Traits is nothing but your inborn characteristics of the numbers, which define that how you will be working in your life, and what are the characteristics where you should focus if something is going wrong in your life, because that will decide and that will define your success. Success is 100% yours once you make your blueprint strong in your subconscious mind based on the traits of the number. So now we'll go back to the numbers. The day you are born, for example, I'll put it this way: a person born on 22nd January 1974. So here, what I have to do is to find out your birth number, your and we'll do a basic calculation. We'll not go into research based calculations, but just to in the layman's language, the day you are born is your BN, that is your birth number, and the total of your entire date of birth in the single digit is your destiny number. Again, I am saying that I'm not going into the research based concept key, how exactly your BNDN should be, how exactly the numbers are calculated. Here I'm trying to explain in the layman's language as what is a birth number and what is a destiny number. So your birth number is the day on which you are born. Suppose a person whose birth date is 22nd Jan 1974. So what I will do is 22, I'll convert it into a single digit. That is number 4. And now if I add the entire series 22011974, that will finally add up to the single digit number of 8. That will be my destiny number. So birth number is the number on which you are born, and your destiny number is the total of your entire birth date. So now friends who are watching this, you can always calculate your birth number and destiny number of, and understand the traits. Now when I say the traits of the number, what exactly does it mean? So I'll put it this way, that if you are born on number 1, number 1 matlab the people who are born on number 1, 10, 19, or 28, they will be termed as born on number 1, that is BN number 1. They are always having the traits of, they are very strong, they have a strong masculine influence. They always believe in new beginnings. Their nature is like they want to be independent. They can start from the scratch no matter what rock bottom they hit in their life. They can always start from the scratch. Their nature is quite inventive and original ideas always come up. We are talking about the traits of number 1, that is people who are born on number 1, 10, 19, and 28. And the leadership qualities are amazing. Now someone might say watching this video that yes, I am born on number 1 but still I am not seeing the result. So friends, it means that it is a time for you to pull up your socks and start working on these traits of yours of number 1. If you're not having the leadership qualities, if you're not inventive, if you're not ready to start from the scratch, it means that you have to take up certain life coaching skills. You have to work out on your life path system in such a way that you are able to get the maximum out of your traits. One cannot sit idle saying that boss Vivek had told me that one number is inventive, but I am not inventive. It is needed that you start working to that. When we say the traits, it means that if there is a shortfall of a particular nature, you need to work on that nature. So this was number 1. Now when we say number 2 people are like people who are born on 2, 11, 20, and 29. These people are very cooperative, very soft spoken. Partnership, yes, they are most of the times they are ready for partnership, and they also know how to speak diplomatically. They believe in harmony, that they'll always try to see that yes, everyone's face is saved. Then they try to keep the unity. People who are born on number 2. And if they are facing the problems related to this, they should work out. For example, a person who is born on number 2, but if he or she is not able to find out the way, that they are not able to get the results, means they have to work on this traits, that probably they are lacking the cooperation. Probably they are lacking the skill of being soft spoken. When we say the traits of number, that's the reason I'm trying to explain the traits of the number. That when you say that this is the trait of the number, and if it is missing, it is your duty to work and excel on those traits so that you see the best of best things happening to you. Now we'll come to number 3. Number 3 people are good in communication, expression. They are youthful, always youthful. One more major thing which is seen in people who are born on number 3, that is 3, 12, 21, and 30. They can have amazing confidence or amazing lack of self confidence. Both can happen. Of course, there is a proper calculation for that, that why number 3 might face a problem of confidence and overconfidence. But here we will be only discussing about number 3. So, number 3, they might see, some people might see amazing confidence, some people might see lack of confidence. Then when we say number four people are always, they always believe in order, they always believe in formation, they always believe in organization. They have patience. Rather, they should have patience. Then also security. When we say security, the people who are born on number four, people who are born on number four is like 4, 13, 22, 31. They should make sure that they keep their plans very secret unless and until it is coming out to the world, or else they might face the loss. So, friends who are born on number four, and if you are not able to see that growth which you wanted, please check up that are you using your organizational skill? Are you practical? Are you able to keep the secrets within you? Because if you are not able to keep the secrets within you, probably you are not experiencing the full strength of number four. And that's the reason you are facing the lack. People will cover the numbers and we'll discuss about two specific numbers also today. Then when we say number five is like they love freedom, travel, activity and independence. They are like free, they love traveling. People who are born on number five, they just love independence. They just want to roam around, they just want to be free. That is number five. When we see number six is all about family, responsibility, love, marriage, duty, justice, balancing the life. So if someone is facing certain issues, even if born on number six, and if you're not able to see that there is a harmony in your balance in your married life or something like that, you need to work on these traits. It's not a law, or it's not that the person who is born on number six will always have a happy married life. He might see worst of worst married life if he is not focusing on the traits of number six. That if he's not taking care of his married life, no matter whether he's born on 6, 24 or whatever number, he might not see the result, he or she. So it is important to work on the traits of the number. When we see number seven is all about analysis, wisdom, spirituality, integrity. Jahan par these people are like always they have certain things within them. They have research oriented. They are very precise. They don't like hanky panky things. They always want to the point. 8:05 p.m. sharp is 8:05 p.m. sharp. This is like number seven. But then if anyone who is born on number seven is not following this particular precision, might face the challenges in your life. When we say number eight, they are very much focused towards power and utilization of the power. They know how to utilize the power, but if they use the power in the wrong way, they might see the problems. Then they need to take care of their health, business. They love authority. They just want to command. They are masters. They know how things can go. And last but not the least, when we say number nine is all about completion, endings, and they love to finish the things. They are universal. They can make the things happen. So, friends, we discussed the traits of the number. So, anyone who is facing the problems, even in spite of, like, you might say that, sir, I am born on number six, but I am not having a happy married life. Then, friends, probably it is a time for you to pull up your socks and check that are you really giving time to your family? Are you able to balance your family life? Are you able to make the things in a very proper way which can really make the things happen? Just born on number six doesn't make you, just born on number six will not help you to have a happy married life or a happy family life. You have to put efforts. We have to put efforts. Just buying a Mercedes Benz does will not make you an amazing driver. For that, you need to have a proper training. You need to have a proper technical knowledge that how you need to run this vehicle. So, on whichever birth number you are born, it is important for you to understand those traits of the numbers and then decide that what should be your karma, how exactly you should see that where you are going. Now there is one more myth. Very openly, I'm saying it on the open platform that people born on under number 4 and number 8 face maximum problems. There are many numerologists who play around with this particular myth. But friends, I can tell you, people who are born on number 4 and number 8, people with BN4, DN8, people with DN8, number BN4, these people have amazing capacity. Every number has an amazing capacity. But why I chose this specific two numbers is there is lots of myths going around with these two numbers. That these two numbers will always have problems in their life. These two numbers will always have issues. But friends, if you focus, that suppose if someone is born on BN4 and DN8, if I focus on the organizational skills, if I focus on being secretive, if I focus on keep my plans within myself before I execute, if I focus on being practical, no one in world can stop me. I mean to say in general sense that, and then also see the number of the see the traits of number 8, that if the person born on number 8 is able to use the right amount of power, if he is using the power in the right way, if he is using his money in the right way, if he is using ethics in the right way, he can see amazing things happen. But what has happened is many myths or many wrong conceptions are already thrown in the market with various ways which are probably polluting the belief system of people that you are born on this number so you will face the problem. Friends, it is not like that. Numerology is the way to life where you can actually understand the traits of your number and make your life beautiful. Your traits of the number will define that where you are going. I'll put it this way that how it happens. Suppose if you buy like 4 5 dozen mangoes, and now some of your friend comes and keeps a rotten mango in that 5 dozen mangoes. What do you think will be the condition of those 5 dozen mangoes? All 5 dozen mangoes probably might start getting bad because the one rotten mango has corrupted the entire box of mangoes. Similarly, one negative belief, one negative guidance can create a problem. So it is important even for the numerologist or even for the students who are practicing numerology who are watching this video later on that be a good counselor, be a good human being so that you can guide a person in the right way and don't give them wrong myths about numerology. Truly, numerology can be a way to the life if you are able to create that positive belief for a person that yes, you can stand back. And this is the power of numerology. So, friends, those who have joined just now, please also watch the video from the start where you will be able to understand the traits of the numbers. They will help you to take your life at a different level. So, this was a small thing from my side. Prashant, you can come online. We'll take up the questions also.
Yes, Dr. Vivek.
Yes.
Wonderful,
So,
wonderful, great. I'm really happy to know that you shared a lot of things and the secret of numbers also. So thank you so much for sharing this amazing insight. And I have some questions,
absolutely. Yes.
right? So
Yes.
let's move on. So before that, do you have something else to share so that then we'll start
Uh,
the question?
no, we'll start with question answers. We'll start with question answers. Let's start with the question answers. You can go ahead with
Okay.
the questions if there are from audience also. Because the traits which we have discussed, I would request that let people watch the video and write it down. Why I say that? That once you listen to the video again and again, that can become a belief of that person in the positive way, and they will be able to explore it in the better way. Because once
Okay.
something is shared, there is it can be seen. But if you are writing it down, once you ink it, it becomes your belief. So it's a request to everyone that yes, please go through the video again, write down the traits in your own words, and you will see the magic happening in your life. That is my guarantee.
I believe in that too. So I'm sure every one of you who's watching here, you will definitely get results because there are so many people who got results. So I will be asking some questions, and you might relate to those questions. You might also have the same question. So my first question to Dr. Vivek is like, how numerology be used to understand? Like, can we understand numerology to know our personalities or our life paths?
Yes, absolutely. Numerology can be used to understand a personality. There are two ways. First is your date of birth, which we discussed just now. That if you're born on the particular date, these will be your basic traits where you need to work on that particular aspect. And then comes your name number, the name by which you are called. Because your name number also defines that what vibrations you will be carrying. How the personality can be changed is like if you try to give a wrong nickname to some XYZ person, his entire personality can be collapsed in 2 minutes. Here on public platform, I can't give the example, but India has seen such examples where a nickname assigned to anyone has collapsed the complete identity of that person. Numerology plays a very important role that what by which name you are calling. Like many times what happens is parents call their children by various pet names and those are like funny names. But now being a NLP trainer, being a clinical hypnotherapist, I would also like to explain it this way that whatever name or whatever tag you assign to the person starts correlating himself or herself at the deepest level with that identity, and that can create a problem. So friends who are watching this video now also, as Prashant had asked that whether the how numerology can be used in daily life or whether it affects the personality, yes, if you are choosing a wrong name, it can affect your identity because it will define your characteristics. Your name number will those patterns, those imprints will come into your mind because you are allowing them to happen. So it is important to have a right name also. So your name and date of birth both play important role in the personality or the characteristics of a person. How he or she will behave under certain situations. That also is dependent on that.
All right. So as like we always say that words have power. So whatever the word we give to the person, whatever the name we give to the person, and if the person accepts that name or the meaning of the name or the vibration or energy of that name into his subconscious, so it affects the person, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because when you are giving a name to the person, it becomes his belief.
Yeah.
And also at times, if that name is made public and if that name is humorous, and again, as I said, I can't say it here on the public platform, but yes, people in India have seen such examples where a humorous name tagged to some XYZ person has collapsed the entire identity. And probably the person also has started behaving accordingly with the same tag. So it is important to understand that what name you are giving because that becomes his belief.
Okay. So my next question is like, can numerology help anyone to make better decisions in life?
Absolutely, yes. I'll put it this way. For example, Prashant, tomorrow, suppose if you are meeting some XYZ client of yours, world is small. You know the client's name. You don't need to know his date of birth. Of course, you can't even ask the client that what is your date of birth, but you know his name. Based on his names, you can decide your strategy that yes, this is his name total. So, what will be his thought process? How exactly will he be thinking? And you can decide your strategy based on that. So that it's like doing a groundwork, doing a homework, and that helps us to define our cards, to play our cards accordingly. If, for example, if I say, if suppose if I'm meeting a person with a say first name as 25, like I'll give an example of say Narendra. A person with name Narendra comes to the total of 25. Here we can't explain the details of how I got 25 with Narendra, but suppose Narendra is coming on 25. Now, a person who is born on number 25 is highly ambitious. They know how to pull out the things for themselves. So, if you have
Yeah.
to deal with such person, what strategy you should have? You have to do your homework beforehand. Because if you go unprepared in front of a person who is born on 25 or whose name is on 25, probably that person will lose interest in your things. So,
Okay.
numerology can be used easily for making getting success in your life. Suppose if you are into a corporate sector, suppose if you are into sales, if you are into marketing or any industry, you can actually understand that what should be your strategy, what kind of client you are meeting. Like in as in NLP also we say visual, auditory and kinesthetic clients.
Yeah.
Here also based on numerology you can understand the traits of the person and you can define your strategy and your winning probability becomes 99.99%. Because nothing is
Okay.
100% in the world, only 100% is only God, which I believe. So
Yeah.
99.99% winning probability is there if you are following the strategy. And
The right
whether it's
strategy, right?
numerology, yeah, right strategy, whether it's numerology, whether it's your NLP, whether it's hypnosis, whatever it is, finally it is a belief system and your strategy which you are working in that direction. So numerology helps. I have personally
Okay.
seen the results in my life. My students have seen those results. So it works.
Okay. So, but there are, there are so many people who do astrology, who do tarot reading. So, like, how numerology is different than like all these uh, things.
Okay,
A person who's doing tarot, a person who's doing astrology, they are also giving some kinds of remedies. So, like, you do
absolutely.
this, you do that. So, like, how numerology is different than these.
Whether it's tarot, whether it's astrology, whether it's numerology, whether it's any science coming under occult, the main
Yeah.
basic concept or the basic key element for the success in this particular reading is the intuition power of the person, and secondly, how you are interpreting it.
Okay.
Astrology is an amazing science, hats off. But yes, it also requires your all the details like time of birth, place of birth, and even if slightest thing is going here and there, your charts change. So there
Right.
is a chance of probability that yes, chart can be different. But if it is accurate, it's an amazing science. Hats off to it because I have been practicing astrology since 1989 when I was in 10th standard. So it works amazing. When it comes to tarot, tarot is an amazing science. But most of the times, what I have observed is it depends upon the person who is removing those cards, the state of the mind of that person, and his or her interpretation skills. That how exactly tarot works. I'll give a live example for that. Like
Yeah.
when someone says in tarot that was you have got a card of falling tower, like number 16. Generally, I have seen few tarot readers who interpret it as falling tower means you will see loss of the life, you will see loss, you will lose everything or something like that. But now if I interpret it this way, in the numerological way, Japan is coming on number 16, total of Japan.
Yeah.
And in tarot, number 16 is considered as a card of falling tower or the loss or something is collapsed. But I interpret it in this way that if I see Japan as an example, it had collapsed in the worst way in the entire history of the humankind after the atomic bombing. But they have stood up back. So if you change your perception by seeing towards the things, tarot is also an amazing way to give the guidance to any person. But if you are giving a wrong guidance, like based on your own interpretations or based on your वे ऑफ लुकिंग लाइफ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप घोड़ा देखा होगा, आप सब लोगों ने घोड़ा देखा है, जो ऐसे चलते हैं, इनको लाइफ का कुछ बाजू का दिखता ही नहीं, दे आर नॉट एबल टू सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग अराउंड. So whether it's astrology, whether it's numerology, whether it's tarot, whether it's whatever occult science you use, you need to have a broader view to see and interpret it rightly. So there is nothing
Okay.
right and nothing wrong. It depends upon the interpretation and also understanding the client's state of mind about when I'm telling something. So hope I
Okay.
have cleared that doubt.
Yeah, or we can say like whatever the terminology or technologies we use, like destination is the one for everyone, like transformation, but there are so many ways to reach to that
Yes,
outcome,
yes. Like for
right?
example, if you're going to Delhi, either you go by train, either you go by car, either you go by flight.
Yeah.
It depends upon which medium is faster and which is suitable for you, because some people are not comfortable with flight, some people are
Mm-hmm.
not comfortable with train, some people who are comfortable only by the self-driven car.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't judge that whether this is right or wrong. Some people are comfortable with astrology, they will never judge with tarot and numerology, no matter what we do. Some people are so comfortable with tarot that they find astrology, numerology like no, they'll stay for away from it. So it is also individual's choice and their belief system that where do they gel. That is
Right.
important.
So we can say go for the one which works for you. Be
Go for the
flexible
one which
to
works for you. Yes,
change the
go for
way.
the one which works for you, which your inner consciousness allows you. It is not even working for you. Your inner consciousness should allow you, and your higher level gets connected easily. Then
Right.
it will
Also,
give you
they
a
should
better
have
result.
belief in it.
Belief, and second most important thing, placebo effect plays a very important role.
That's
If you
right.
believe that this is going to help me, this is going to help me, or else nothing can help.
Right. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. So, my next question is like, can numerology also give insights about someone's health or well-being?
Absolutely, yes. Numerology can give you an amazing insights about well-being. There are certain combinations of name. Of course, in fact, I had published a research paper also for numerology, where I had clearly mentioned, and it's available on public platform, that especially when the person's name has, you are the live example, that if you have SH in your name, you have to be extra cautious about your stomach issues, your digestion issues. And I had published this news research paper with almost 1600 samples later. Initially, I did it with 160 samples, and then I correlated almost 1600 samples. So there are certain combinations which, of course, tell you that which health issues can happen, what can happen. Plus, also, numerology can help you to understand that under certain combinations at which age certain things can go right or wrong. Of course, it's a complete detailed knowledge of the process. It can't be given haywire that there are people who directly say on this year this will happen. No, it's a pure science. The way astrology goes into depth, numerology also goes into depth, and you can analyze that yes, what trigger factors can happen, and also it can help you to reduce the chances of those issues, because
Okay.
85% of the health issues happening to any human being are psychosomatic. Psycho means mind and soma is your body. So, based on numerological concepts, now when you understand what is your BN and DN, when you understand the traits of your number, you can actually work on your thought process and try to reverse that aging process, try to reverse on that health issues. So, it is practically possible to find out the trigger factors and work on them.
All right. That's good. Also, as you said, that it depends upon your karmas also. So,
Yes.
can we say that numerology is also used to understand the past life or karmic patterns?
Numerology definitely can be used to understand what is happening
Mhm.
in past life, present life, Yes, because when we say Pythagorean numerology, especially by Chaldean and Pythagorean are widely used. Pythagorean numerology believes in karmic numbers. That if you're born on so and so particular date, it will tell you that yes, these are the karmas which you're carrying since your past life, and these are the things which are affecting. But if we see in the modern world, if we see in the real life, if we are able to recreate our life by changing our belief system, it is
Mhm.
always possible to create your new identity. कर्मा आपका कुछ भी हो पुराना, बट अगर आप इस लाइफ में इन दिस लाइफ इफ यू पुट एन एफर्ट to work on it, it can help. Of course, if someone is having say bad health issues, something, someone is having many other health or some other financial issues or something like that, past life regression is an amazing therapy which honestly a numerologist should know. This is my
Okay.
personal opinion, that a past life regression therapy, how it is done, how exactly it can be used for the client, so that a client is able to see the results. Because it's always like a, a soldier who is fighting on the battlefield will not use only his bayonet. He will use hand grenade, he will use gun, he will use AK-47. It will, depending upon the situation, he has to choose his tool. So a numerologist should have minimum tools of like NLP, hypnosis, past life regression, so that he can give a better result to the client without being biased or without being
Okay.
biased towards the numbers.
Okay. Also, how neurology can help someone uh, to know about his strengths or weaknesses.
That I have explained when I mentioned about the traits of the number. I'll put it this way.
Okay.
A person who is born on, say, number 4, for a person born on number 4, the basic characteristics of the person are secretive, organizational, practical. Suppose we'll take these three examples. Now,
Okay.
what are the strengths, and how a strength can be a weakness, and how a weakness can be a strength. For example, if the person is not organized,
Mhm.
even if born on number 4, but he is having absolutely shabby lifestyle, then that is his weakness. So he has to
Okay.
overcome it. So understand the traits, that if something is lacking, work on that. And if a person is being like over organized, probably it might give him a health issue like a OCD, obsessive compulsion disorder. That yes, this has to be this, this has to be this, this has to be this, and this happens with many people. So the SWOT
Mhm.
analysis when we do strength and weakness, your strength can be your biggest weakness, because if your strength of being over organized is creating a problem for others, it might be labeled as an obsessive compulsion disorder.
Okay.
So your same strength is a weakness for others, and your weakness can be a strength for others or even for yourself. So it depends upon how you are seeing the numbers.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes.
Also, can we use numerology to like move on to a path, like people who are spiritual in their lives, people who are actually, moving towards their outcome, or like sometimes they change their outcomes. So how can they know, like how can they use numerology to understand this better, like which path to go and how?
Okay. When it comes to spirituality, I would put it this way, that we don't choose spirituality. Spirituality chooses us.
Okay.
We are no one in this universe to choose spirituality. Like, I can't say that I'm choosing to follow some god, some deity, or something like that. It is that the deity or the god makes me follow. And if there are certain hindrances, yes, numerology can help you to clear those obstacles and see your growth happening in that direction. But it is wrong to say someone that if someone is saying that by name correction you will be becoming spiritual. Sorry, that's not the case.
Mhm.
Probably your time had came to get into spirituality, so your name correction happened, or else it is not happen. It is not gonna happen.
Okay. All right. So we have a question here. Like
Yes.
how does this work for business and career decisions
Okay.
from Healer Bhaiya?
Okay. When it comes to business and business names, for example, business names create a big impact if your name is wrong. I have already published one video also. There was a car called Ford Edsel. As per numerology, it is an amazing number, 41 number. But Ford Edsel, the name itself, Edsel means dustbin, for example. That car never took off.
Okay.
So it depends that what name you are choosing. And when it comes to decision making, as I said, that suppose if Prashant is meeting XYZ tomorrow, you know the traits of the person.
Yeah.
Based on that, you can define your strategy, and winning probability becomes 99.99% because it depends upon that how you are programming your mind, what is your belief system, and what do you believe that yes, I can do it. That is that do or die attitude. Because here again, one more thing comes in picture is the numerologist who is guiding the person should also be a good counselor. He should understand the intricacies of the mind. He should understand what is going inside the subconscious mind and what he or she is trying to work on it. Yeah, there is one more question saying that can numerology help in overcoming obsessive compulsion disorder by
Yeah.
Rakhi Saini?
Yeah.
Rakhi ji, I would put it this way that numerology can help to understand the cause as why this OCD has happened. And based on that, we can always work out on the traits of the name by balancing the name, because if certain elements are being multiplied in the name or added in the name, the alphabets, it can lead to a particular behavior. So that behavior can be changed. But along with that, it is important that we give a right counseling for this person, because obsessive compulsion disorder can happen to any number. It depends upon the repetition number, and also it depends upon upon the atmosphere or the circumstances where the client is there. But yes, it can help. To large extent, it can help.
Okay, so I've got one thing here. Like Rakiji asked about OCD. So, like I have seen people or I have met people who say use switch words. So, like if I write a number from green pen, so I'll be able to overcome the challenge which I have. So, like, is it something like this? Like, if you change the number and you will be able to overcome OCD or something else, kind of
Okay,
that.
I'll put it this way. It's not about changing the number. It's about, suppose a particular number has a pattern of multiple alphabets. Suppose I can't name it here on the public platform because finally it's a medical numerology. But I'll explain it this way, that if your name has certain combinations which are triggering your behavior in such a way that it can become a problem for others, then it becomes a OCD. The way I explained it for number four, your organizational skill, being organized can be an OCD for other. So you can
Yeah.
always remove those traits by adjusting those numbers and placing the right alphabet at the right place. And once you are doing it, it is also an important duty of a numerologist to make the person understand that how exactly this number will be changing his or her life. OCD is, it's very easy to term anyone that yes, he's having OCD or she's having OCD. But it is important to understand that why it has triggered, what were the numbers which were responsible, and how the traits can be reversed or what can be done. So it is practically possible, Prashant.
Okay.
Along
Thank
with the
you.
therapies, again I am saying we have to work out
Okay.
on the therapeutic value also.
All right. So, like in combination of therapies, if we use numerology, then we can do wonders, right?
Amazing wonders. Amazing. Like I have testimonials from the clients where people had seen health issues of, like, for example, eczema. I had a client from Nashik who had eczema, which used to, like, water used to ooze out of his eczema. For almost
Okay.
8 to 9 years, he had taken various medications. Finally, he came to me, thanks to God, and we could correct his name. And I have his written testimonial where his eczema was completely gone, and almost 90% of that oozing was completely stopped. All those things had vanished from his hand. Then there were
Wow.
many other cases also where I have been working on medical profession, because I love numerology to associate with the medical profession. Medical profession in the sense, how exactly can you work out on the health issues, because that is the day to day thing. And 85% of the health issues start with the mind. I'll put
Yeah.
it this way, that they start with number 2. Number 2 is
Okay.
related directly to the mind.
Okay. But
But
like if we reframe the pattern, or uh, like you said, number four. So these people should use their organization skills,
hmm,
right? So in this way, like if I reframe those patterns, like in astrology, that number might show different traits. In
traits are always there. Traits are always there. Traits are always
okay,
there. Just that it
all
depends
right,
upon the person, as I said, the astrologer or the interpreter. See,
right,
astrologers, numerologists are not God. We are not God. At
yes,
least I am not God. We are the interpreters of how exactly are we trying to convey the things. Communication happens in 4 stages: what I am
yeah,
thinking, what I am saying, what you are listening, and what you are understanding.
right,
So it is a skill which a numerologist or astrologer should acquire to speak the
hmm,
client's language, or else the
okay,
client might not see the result. A
all
very
right,
bold statement I am making, that a numerologist, astrologer, tarot reader, they should learn how to speak the client's language, not their language,
okay,
because nobody in the world is interested in buying what you want to sell. They are interested in buying what they want to buy.
all right,
So that is why is it said that number 1 is best. Actually, I would again put it this way. Good that you are interacting. Number 1 is best, as they say in numerology. I would put it this way, that no number is best or no number is bad. Every number has their own traits. Every number comes with their positives and negatives. I have seen many numbers where name number 46 and people are suffering from major health issues because other factors are not taken care of. Some people who generally follow only 156 logic in numerology, bring the name to this number, bring the name to that number, that doesn't help. So it is
hmm,
important to understand various parameters before we directly say that this number is good and this number is bad. Every number is good and every number is bad. Every number has its own strength and every number has its own weakness.
right. Like in NLP, we say uh, the way you think that matters.
Yes, the presuppositions, whatever we say, map is not a territory.
That's right. So, like, can we also understand? Can we also use numerology to understand the energy of a specific day? For example, if somebody is going for an interview, if somebody is going for a speech, so can numerology be
You
used?
can definitely use it, and based on that, you can plan how exactly you are going to work on it. It can be used because your belief system plays an important role, and a particular number, if it is not in sync, what exactly you should do, what strategies you should follow, that is possible. Numerology, as I said from start, that numerology can be used as a GPS system. But again, please don't be crippled mentally by using numerology in day-to-day life. For example, tomorrow is Sunday. What is the date? Okay, no, I should not do this. I should not. Then you will lose the fun of the life. If you're trying
Hmm.
to apply numerology in every aspect, like tomorrow, if you're going to a hotel and trying to have the food, suppose, and if you say that
Hmm.
yes, this hotel name is not in combination with me, Your family
Right.
members will be able to enjoy that hotel or that lunch and dinner, and you will not be able to enjoy it because you have already made a belief. So please don't use it the way to make yourself mentally crippled. Use it
Okay.
only
It's all
when
in the
there are
mind.
major, yeah, it's all in the mind, and use it only when the major decisions are to be taken. Then there is also one more question. Like generally, I would take one more thing. People generally come to me also saying that, like, after a few days we are getting married. Are our numbers compatible? Friends,
Hmm.
there is no point in asking that are the numbers compatible when you already decided to get married, when your cards are displayed, when your venue is fixed, and now you're going back and checking that whether the numbers are compatible or not. No, it is not possible. Better not to do it.
Okay.
फिर पहले ही देख लेना था.
Okay.
Because if the numerologist says you no, these numbers are not compatible, friends, you might lose the miss of that. You might miss the energy of that marriage. Probably you would make a mess of your married life just because some numerologist or some astrologer has told that no, this is not compatible. But you were in
All
love
right.
past 2 years. Like people who are doing love marriage, 99% of the time should not see numerology or astrology. If you're planning for a love marriage, go for love marriage. There is no point in seeing the numbers because there you should believe in your love, you should believe in your trust.
Okay. So, okay, as we have the time crunch, I'll take last two questions.
Yes.
Number one question is, can you please share any small technique or something to improve the relationship with money or any financial abundance using
Okay.
numerology?
Using numerology.
Yeah. Or like they people
I'm
have to
coming to it.
understand.
I'm coming to it.
Okay.
The date of birth. For example, if I am born on number 22, I can
Right.
always use the number 22 for myself to create that positive luck for me
Okay.
because that is your belief that works. You believe in it. Like, for example, if Prashant is born on, say, 23rd, he can write the number 23 with the intention that, yes, this is my lucky number and this is going to help me. Automatically, it
Okay.
will improve your subconscious mind and it works. I have tried and tested it. The day you are born, just write that number. Exactly. Suppose if it's a compound number, 19, 17, 18, 11, 12, write the complete compound number. Don't bring to single digit. But if you're born on single digit, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, write a single digit number. But it will help you to
Mm.
enhance your capability to attract more and more luck. That works 100%. I've tried and tested it. Like many of
Okay.
my
So
clients
how they
also have
have to
said
write
it.
it? They have to write it somewhere or on
In
their
the
hand
greening,
or
आप हाथ पे लिख लो यहाँ पे green ink that enhances the things. It will help. It will bring the peace in life. It will bring the peace of mind. And
okay.
one more
That's
thing,
good.
people who are following numerology, astrology, and everything, irrespective of whatever it is, as Prashant had asked me, what is the important tip? Whichever is
Hmm.
your Kul Devata or Kul Devi, make sure that you are aligned with your Kul Devata or Kul Devi. That is your
Okay.
deity. That is your lineage. That is
Right.
the easiest way for you to get manifesting at a faster rate. And if you don't know your Kul Devata or Kul Devi, the place where you are staying, that is called as a Gram Daivat.
Hmm.
Every place has their own god, a god which
Right.
is like surrounding that particular area or protecting that particular area. For example, in Mumbai, Mumba Devi, in Pune, Tamdi Yogeshwari, like in Delhi, Jhandewala. People believe in that deity. So at least
Yes.
worship that deity. It will help you.
Okay.
So that was from my side.
Thank you so much. Any only last question. Anything else you
Okay.
want to say to your audience, like the final tip or final quote you want to like
Okay.
just say here?
I would put it this way. Numerology is a way to life, the way you want to live your life. So believe in numbers and believe in yourself. Your numbers will
Right.
create your energy, and your energies will create you. So the only
Okay.
thing, the last statement which I would make before thanking all of you is a very simple and a plain statement. It's all in the mind,
Okay.
and life changes.
Wow. That's awesome. So thank you once again, Dr. Vivek, for giving us time. And
Thank
to everyone, I would say, like, if you believe, you will receive. And
Yes,
everything is energy, and energy is everything. So if you
yes,
believe whatever, like if you have phone, if you're watching this video on phone, if you are wherever you are at this moment, everything is energy. And when we talk about energy, it is a vibration. In the same way, your name is also carrying some vibrations, and as soon as you change those vibrations, your life change. So numerology is a wonderful way to understand this, to change your life, and to reach to a destination, to an outcome, to a desire you always wanted to live. So
yes.
thank you once again, Dr. Vivek. So everyone, I will mention Dr. Vivek's contact number or the email address. If you want to connect with him further, you are open for that, and just connect with him and change your life.
Thank you, Prashant. I wish a great success to Miracle Mindset and wish you create
Thank you.
miracles in this particular industry.
Thank you.
Hats off to you. Thank you. Thanks to all the audience who have spared their valuable time on YouTube, watching this section on YouTube, and who will be watching it later on. As Prashant said, he will be sharing my number. You can always connect with me. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much once again, everyone. So, see you next week with a new topic and a new speaker. Thank you once
Yes.
again. Bye bye.
Thank you.